What's going on, everybody? Sorry I'm late. It's your boy, DJ Wild Body. I've been away too long, but now I'm back. And I brought my friends with me. It's Talk That Stuff, number 21. Let me introduce you to the cast, the panel. Starting at center with the red Pyru. No affiliations intended. My man, I am Gigahertz. All the way across the sea, from the Sea of Japan to the corner of Tokyo, is my man, the hero himself, Got My Brick.
Yeah, what up?
Family Dollar ain't got nothing on this man here. Nah, big shout out to my man, another talented brother. Big shout out to my man, Black Mav from DMV. And right now, IB's DJ Wild Body. Suckers. How's everybody doing today? I try to change it a little bit.
Doing good.
Good to see everybody out there. Good to see everybody. Word, man. Hey, man, it's been a long time, man. I kind of missed the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
had some obligations in the storm. You know, we made it through. The lab did not get destroyed like I thought it was gonna get destroyed. So, you know, let's get back and we're gonna do about that business. So, it's like I say, man. I'm definitely blessed, man. My family and everybody's safe, and no one's hurt that I know that, you know. And you know, it's like, you know, that's Mother Nature, man. That's some stuff that can't be prevented. So it's crazy, man. You know, you get that end of the world type feeling, man. Like, you know, and not going into the unknown and not knowing what's gonna happen. I tell you, man. I was across that bridge.
Yeah, no control over it.
For real.
To share a link in the chat talking about what it'd be like.
What's going on? Bring your talent in, here.
It's wrestling night, man. You ain't gonna probably
yeah. It probably come out later.
So it's a pay-per-view on now?
I don't know if they do a pay-per-view every week, but I know he watches every week. It's like family time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
He said Chillin' Fellas been around.
Okay.
So what's been going on with everybody, man?
How about
time.
I'm man on it, thinking about next project to work on, man.
Okay.
As Fat Von say, stay working. So,
word.
But I definitely, I think my next joint is gonna be like a Cordy Mondane joint. So,
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
So pick a tracks in.
That's sweet.
So it'll probably be six tracks. You know what I'm saying? And the song titles will probably be, you know, QWERT. Yeah, there you go.
That's what's up.
That's a good idea, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo, that should be.
Because everything, the bad part about it, man, like, you know, I like what I'm doing or whatever, you know, because I just love music. But, the sucky part about it is like everything has to have some type of angle nowadays and branding and this and that. So, you know, you gotta keep in mind what you're doing and the type of impression you're leaving behind. You just can't do stuff because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because people will definitely come back and troll you later and be like, well, yeah, before, you know, you said you was for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Same-sex marriages on the football field.
You're right about that, bro.
So, you know, you never want to put yourself in a trick bag arbitrarily. So.
Right.
Yeah, true.
You're right. Even though, you know, people do, you know, I know myself, you know, I have a view on something, and then down the line I'll find out more information or undevelop a story or something, and then maybe I might have a different outlook on it, man. So people are just waiting for you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's best sometimes to, you know, when something just break fresh, I learn to not even comment. Even if I got a viewpoint, I kind of hold that to whatever, because more than half the time, the way the stuff develops now, you wind up having egg on your face by the time the full story get out. You're looking like Denzel at the Pacquiao fight.
that was a night he should have sat back and
that camera came up. I'd have had to go to the bathroom instantly.
Hey, did this right here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd have did something. Like, he was like, yeah, I'll talk about it. Teeth was clicking.
Like one of those, it's like what those pair of teeth that you wind up and they shatter the feet on.
Yeah, that's funny.
God.
Yeah, man, so,
That's what's up.
you know how it
What's
is.
our CEO?
Man, I tell you, ain't nothing working here tonight, man. All right, we're gonna do the football scores real quick. You guys get your seatbelts on.
Yeah, you about to help me out because I ain't seen no football tonight.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's about that time once again. NFL Prime. Why?
Football music.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your favorite football team to mine. Okay. It's your boy DJ Widebody once again here at Football Scores. In Oakland Coliseum, the Raiders lose in normal fashion to the Kansas City Chiefs, score of 26-10.
Wow.
In New Airfield in Buffalo, it was the Bills over the 49ers, 45-16. At FedEx Field in the DMV, the Redskins topped the Eagles 27-20. In Nissan Stadium in Tennessee, the Titans just edged the Browns, scored 28-26. In a reminiscent game of the old 2001 Super Bowl, it was the Giants, Widebody's favorite team of yours, over the Ravens 27-23 in that one. In Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the Carolina Panthers continue the downward slide down to the bottom as the Saints beat them 41-3. 48. They won it. They lost anyway. And
41 to what?
41-3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Cam Newton is this Carolina Panthers. Well, they lost that.
Yeah, you need a bag lunch.
You better get back. You better get back fast.
Somebody better get him a bag lunch with a toy in it.
That's crazy.
That's just karma.
Yeah.
Well,
He buttoning his shirt up each time now on the field. He ripping that thing up.
it's Soldier Field. It's Soldier Field. The Bears got a home loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Score 17-16 there. At Ford Field in the D, it was the Detroit Lions over the LA Rams. Scored 31-28. At the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, it was the Flipper, the Ray Finkel Dolphins over the Steelers 30-15.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
At Gillette Stadium, it was the Patriots, as usual, over the Bengals 35-17. One thing we always know, the Patriots will never, ever lose to the Bengals. At Qualcomm Stadium, it was the San Diego Superchargers. They were over the Broncos, score 21-13. And Falcons Seahawks, I think the Falcons might have got that 24-17. And the Cowboys continue with that rookie quarterback. I hate the Cowboys. I hate them. Take out the Green Bay Packers and Lambeau Field. 27-9, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Widebody Football Scores. Wow, what a crazy week that week.
That's crazy. Did you catch the Stephen A joint? Did you catch the Stephen A rant?
Not yet.
Yeah, man, he went live, man. He said he got to figure out what to say tomorrow about the Cowboys. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
We lost the host.
Oh, no, I saw he dropped out. I was like, oh, no. Is that going to mess up the whole
back.
thing?
Oh,
He's
man.
back.
Oh, it's still live, though. It's still live.
Yeah, it said it was still live.
I don't know what the hell happened there, man.
So this joint, like, what do we say next?
I know, right?
Hey, I'll tell you this.
Yo,
Tony
we still
Romo-
live, right?
Yeah, we still live.
Still alive.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what, when Tony Romo comes back, if he doesn't tell the coach, hey, coach, let the young kid play.
He got
Tony
problems.
Romo.
Tony Romo need to clean helmets from here on out.
Yeah, man, they got them a quarterback finally, man. They had a quarterback since
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
Yeah, that's gonna kill. That's funny, but that's gonna kill the locker room if they bring him back in, man.
Yep.
It's gonna kill. kill everything. It's gonna kill the spirit of that locker room. Because you know he be throwing them shoes anyway. He don't be throwing those spirals. So.
Comes that ducking.
Bad move.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, some of the trending topics and things I want to touch, and I did a little something different today. You know, I want to talk about how to raise a man. How about dealing with immature people? And I know walking away is easy, but how have you stuck with them? A la being at the job or in other functions or on an island somewhere where you can't get rid of this son of a bitch.
You can drown him, but go ahead.
If you're walking around, let's talk about immature people. You know,
you condone drowning. You too.
I don't want to. I'll tell you a story. This past weekend, I was in an incident where we had this young guy that basically was hanging around and stuff, and everyone helping him out, and being a young person, he's subject to this the young guy stuff, man, and I went through it, and I'm pretty sure people that I know have been through it, and basically it was an immature situation, man. I want to get you guys' comments on that, how to deal with immaturity, man, and where did it start? Did it start with the parents raising them and spoiling them, or where did it go? Did he run across somebody that maybe maybe a guru or something, and made him shave his head off and eat mint leaves and bamboo shoots? And I also want to talk about Little John. He was called an Uncle Tom by Trump in the season 13 of The Apprentice, and they were trying to tell Trump that was not cool, and that is taboo to call a black man Uncle Tom. Now, what if Trump wins? I want to talk about that. Also,
I guess that's something only we can do, huh?
Heard. And also, you guys didn't know, in the state of Texas, Obama has a program to grant executive clemency to drug offenders with lengthy sentences.
Word.
Also, R.I.P. Tommy from Martin. Yeah, man, that's great, man.
Yeah.
That's that. I want to get
Mr.
you guys.
GTD is no longer with us, man.
Who?
GTD.
Got the jaws.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah. That one kind of stung a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely did for me. And,
especially if you're a Martin fan like I am. Like, I remember when it was rumored that Martin had died, like back in like 99, 98, whenever that was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I remember feeling low, like, man, damn, man.
Yo.
Why not take Carrot Top? I ain't wishing death on nobody, but like. Anyhow.
Redheads matter, man. Redheads matter.
I guess.
Y'all see that roast when he was roasting Carrot? I don't think it was even his roast, but everybody was getting up roasting his ass. I don't think it was even the Carrot Top roast.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he's roastable. Those carrots actually pretty good.
Word up. R.I.P. Tommy from Martin.
Yeah, no doubt.
Taking care of our bodies, man. Getting checkups. Some of us have a hard time. Huh?
Where you got from?
He had a stomach aneurysm.
Stomach aneurysm.
Which I had never heard of before in my life. I thought aneurysm.
Never heard no shit like that.
Brain.
Yeah, I only heard of aneurysms up top. I ain't never heard no one in the stomach.
Real.
Yeah.
But I imagine anything with blood vessels, though, you can have an aneurysm. So
yeah, indeed.
It's on location, yeah.
That you guys that are into foreign affairs, I want to know, let's talk about how we deal with North Korea. Kim Jong-un, that little boy they got over there playing dictator, will carry out more nuclear tests as long as the U.S. has nuclear weapons off their coast. And I also want to talk to you guys about, our presence over in the Middle East. In my opinion of it is, when we leave, it's going to be civil war over there, and they're going to straighten things out there. Do you think we need to get out of there and save some more hundreds of troops dying, or should we stay over there and try to liberate? Let's open it up right now. What do you stand on that? Do you agree what we're doing over there still? We're trying to take on ISIS now. I think if we leave,
we have a history of intervening, and then leaving. And once we leave, though, all the corruption and the money we left behind, and all the corruption comes up. You got the different, Shia versus the Sunni is always going to be each other's throats. But you see what happens with our intervention. ISIS formed because of our intervention.
goodbye Al Qaeda, hello ISIS. There's gonna be it's gonna be a forever string and a chain. It's never gonna stop. We're always over, and I thought that we weren't into nation building, man, and that's what it seemed like we did over there. We went over there, we put a government in, and tried to elect officials. Man, this it's not
democracy don't work.
No, it doesn't, man. And they don't really freak with us too well because of what we, as far as what this country is based on, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and all that other stuff. So
yeah,
you're gonna try to come over here and try to tell us what kind of government to have, and I don't know. I just think we need to get out of there, man. We've been there too long, wasting billions of dollars, and home needs to be fixed too. And while I'm on that, also, you guys hear the comments from Floyd Mayweather about the Black Lives Matter, and did you also hear T.I.'s comments?
I didn't hear T.I., but I heard Mayweather though.
I don't really know what Mayweather said.
Basically telling you that to fuck your tail.
Yeah, be nice and be polite to the cops and all that.
That's everybody's stance on it. Yeah.
All right. I got T.I.'s comments right here. I'm going to go ahead and read a little small snippet of it. It says, "Yo, Floyd Mayweather, all our past personal differences and opinions of each other aside, this is socially irresponsible, partner, inconsiderate, and insensitive. It bears delusional oblivion in a way only brainwashing tactics can achieve. This completely undermines and discredits the movements that fight for the plights of our people. You're a leader whether you know it or not. Don't get so lost in personal possession or individual achievement that you lose sight of the things that are larger than all of us. Freedom, equality, and justice. Human rights, qualities of life that have been withheld or given out sparingly from our people for generations, 400 years approximately. A true champion is a man of the people. A true champion makes sacrifices and takes a stand against injustices for those who may not be strong enough or able to do so. A true champion is great inside as well as out." I ain't going to finish reading it all, but T.I. kind of shot back at him. And what's your opinion on the Black Lives Matter?
It's true. They do. I mean, we've all seen this shit where the biggest thing is this: all lives matter. Cool,
right?
They do. But right now, like I've always seen, it's just a good quote. It just seems that in some instances, a black life is not worth as much as any other life. That's why we have to say, hey man, like black lives do matter. So I agree with the movement. I agree that all lives do matter. But for some reason in this country, it seems like black life just doesn't matter as much. And that's not a twist on saying anything other than to everybody, to black people, to ourselves too. It's just killing each other. There are cops killing us.
Right.
And there's just a lot of quietness that seems to be about it when that happens. So, yes, all lives matter, but for some reason in this country, black life doesn't seem to matter that much. It's a really weird thing to try to articulate, especially whenever the media spins it. But I finally started understanding, or just looking at hashtags and looking at what people are saying. And there's just a preacher, white dude. He's like a celebrity preacher. He posted on his Instagram about that. And it was just like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, this is why Black Lives Matter, because of this.
It wasn't Peter Popoff, was it?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's well said. Well said, Fat Von. And I do, I believe all lives matter, man. But we're black people, unfortunately, are the victim of police brutality more than any other race.
Yeah.
As far as I know, and it's just more coincidence. It's more coincidence. It's more. It's like, man, how many more times, man, do we hear reports about this and nothing is said or done? Even I don't, and I do applaud these people that want to march and rally and stuff. But sometimes, man, you need somebody with some weight on them, man. Needs to start. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Kind of hard pressed, but run it up. So I ain't been never one to, kind of shy away from stating my opinion. Of course, do it with some tact and taste or whatever. still got mixed feelings about, you know, where things are since then, because it's like right after that, like things just like ramped up and got even worse. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, people, you know, being like straight up gunned down, and the excuses, like you can compare footage today, and all you got to do is pick the color out of the picture and watch something in the 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, in that regard, again, like we basically saying, you know, we don't got leaders, and then we got, you know, some good people out here, you know, that's doing stuff. But again, it's just like little islands of folks that are doing stuff, and it's not an overall presence, and it's not even respected. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your Claude Andersons and Umar Johnsons and Boyce Watkins and stuff like that, and they do a lot. But as a general consensus, when you think about what's shrouded as far as like what we need to do as general citizens or how to handle the day-to-day, we ain't really getting that. Everybody's just kind of flying by the seat of their pants or whatever, and you know, the adage now is just, you know, comply and get home safe. But that ain't even working, man. You got people, whether they taking, you know, complying to the orders and walking away doing what they're told, feel like they're gonna get gunned down and running away, they still getting shot.
Right.
They're still getting shot, they still getting roughed up out here or whatever. And having been, you know, on the end of that a couple of times, it's just like, man, you know, it was just like the 90s, the early 90s and the late 80s here in DC, like crack hit and all of that, like it's that same type vibe. But, you know, it's like, you know, like Dave Chappelle said, they sprinkle the crack on you. You're playing this, and it's like, it's blatant because it's showing people doing stuff, and it's like, you know, like, when are we going to just call a spade a spade? You know what I'm saying? No pun intended, but, you know, pun intended. And then again, like, you know, I just remember from when I was younger, and, you know, me being the youngest and, you know, like, not having an older brother going to school with me or whatever, I ain't gonna lie, I got chunked like shit when I was going to school. But at the same time, it was like, I wasn't going to go and, you know, pull a Kevin Durant and now go and hang out with the people that's chumping me. You know what I'm saying? I still went, and let me clarify what I mean by that so anybody get it wrong. Meaning you lost in the finals, you know, you lost to these dudes, and now you're on the team with them the next year. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother talk. But essentially, it's just, you know, I'm not going to go and try to get that clarification or that stamp for the people that don't mean any good and you notice it. What up, RTO, you good?
Yeah, baby?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good to hear, my brother.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Shut up.
I mean, speaking of getting chumped.
But yeah, man, I mean, you know, like, I think it's like Captain Obvious, man. Like, people see it, but when they come to, you know, reading the writing that's on the wall, everybody want to act like it's hieroglyphics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well
or Sanskrit.
Yeah, man. Everybody know that. I mean, just in general. I mean, it's really what Friday was. It's proven. No one out here is 100% like you. Nobody's gonna like any and everything you do. Shit, it's certain stuff, man. My wife can't stand my gut, but at the end of the day, you still gotta learn to coexist. And people is just they try to be PC and fake it out here. So it's just, when does it get to the point where we as blacks get the same way? You know what I'm saying? If it's free speech, it's free this, it's free that. Shit ain't gonna change until we change it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people can interpret that how they want it, but until it's understood, like whatever you do to me, until you feel like you can get that back, ain't nothing there to really stop you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because ain't no way, man, you 250 pounds, man. Somebody swing on me, and I don't know you from a can of paint, and you just swing on me because I'm at a rally, and you hit me.
It's going down.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, they make teeth. They make false teeth, and they're pretty cheap in South Carolina. He'd be making a trip.
So, what are we talking about? People getting fighting at the Trump rallies?
Not even just that. Hey, I just said that as an example, kind of, you know, just saying like the climate of how stuff is today. Like, across the board, anywhere in the country, depending on where you at. Just like all of that stuff, I think is still being taught in homes where our parents taught us to pretty much kind of forgive and forget, or don't even really talk to us about it. Where other households, people can say what they want, man. That shit is taught in the house, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Because I was taught in my house that if somebody do something to you, you pick up a brick, pick up a stick,
pick up the closest thing
and lay their ass out. But you don't start shit, but you damn sure finish it.
Yeah, exactly. But I ain't even saying it in that regard. I'm saying as far as like the whole racism thing or whatever. Like a lot of that shit is taught, meaning like
no doubt. Like
just the whole, that's a black kid, that's a white kid. Like my folks ain't never talked to me like that. But even the type of field that I work in, I get that stuff now to this day, so I know it exists. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it's a systematic thing, man. It's systematic in which even the laws that's on the books, most laws that are made are engineered toward people of color to keep people of color at a certain distance, or whether it's like so we went from slavery to Jim Crow, to the whole civil rights era, to what we have now. So it's kind of like you said, if you take the color, if you look at some news footage and you put it in black and white, you think you were in 1962.
You're in the 50s, yeah.
1963. So, people have to understand how the laws are structured. Also, too, who the laws are for. Like there's such thing as, the law, and there's, black law. Like, yeah, this dude might get pulled over. He might find a roach in his ass straight, but guess what? He might get a slap on the wrist from community service. Won't even show up on his record. But whereas you could be, they can smell dope in your car. They can see a roach in your car, and you might lose your life over there.
Yeah.
So now it's to the point where you lose your life. Before they was gonna take whatever off you. You might get impounded. You might have it on your record, but it's just like
But it's just like when you go to police academy, and I've been told this by people who are, ex-police officers or whatnot, what have you. They are trained. Police officers are trained to, but first you got to understand what the police truly are. In regards to, I don't know how many people have heard of slave patrol, but cops are not. That's like right after slavery, they instituted slave patrol to keep an eye on black people who lived off quarters from back away from the previous slave owners. And the slave patrols came through to not police black people, but to see what they were up to, and also to keep them at bay and keep them in a certain place.
You're scratching the surface, brother.
That's what we're talking that stuff. So
yeah, we're scratching the surface, because if we talk about that, then we definitely got to bring up religion, and that was also a part of it.
But you know what? People have to understand that religion.
God is a realm of a lot of conversation.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Religion and politics work hand in hand. They work just like this. Because how can you get a person to follow the law if you don't engineer their mind to be passive, to kind of be substandard, submissive. So it all works hand in hand.
Amen, brother.
But I don't want to go that far. But people have to understand what the police are, or whatever, and what they historically what they mean. So they have a better context of why they do what they do today, because your life is not really valued in that regard. So you look at what the slave patrols did; they did exactly what they're doing now. But it's worse because it's almost like you're in the westerns where you want dead or alive, even when you haven't done anything. And also too, if you notice that everybody who's been gunned down by the police in the last 8 to 9 years, there's always a smear campaign that follows right after that. So
absolutely,
it's like everybody here pretty much, we're pretty much productive citizens. We all have jobs, we all work, we have families as well. But let something go wrong for one of us, where we got shot or killed or whatever, they're gonna say the most negative things they can find. They're gonna call up your social media. They're gonna come back and talk that stuff and say, well, he was anti this, and he was pro this, and he was a Black Lives Matter activist, and he was this. Nothing, but when you talk to people that truly know him, they're like, man, this dude was a saint. This dude handed out turkeys on Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, he was a basketball coach and he gave clothes to less fortunate. None of your good deeds matter because they have to villainize you.
It hurts.
Yeah,
hurts. That guy's 52 years old, but when he was 17, he had a gun charge, so he must be a bad person, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, but guess what? It's a lot of people who own guns at 17. They go hunting and all that good stuff there.
This shit pisses me off so bad when I hear shit.
But that's what I'm saying. But they have to engineer that so they can engineer. The news is a propaganda machine. It only works for the people who are not disenfranchised and disadvantaged.
It's not profit. So they gotta make money.
Right, exactly.
Clicks, views. We want to hear about the negative stuff.
Right, no doubt. Yeah. But one solution I think I won't say comply because I was just having this conversation with a group of people probably a month ago, and the young lady was like, "Well, all that person got to do is just do what they're supposed to do and this and this." And I told her this was before the guy got shot in Charlotte reading the book. I said, you can do everything they want you to do. And if a person is threatened by you or they've been engineered to look at you as a threat, you'll still lose your life. And so that happened. Matter of fact, the guy who got killed in Oklahoma happened, and then the guy with the book in Charlotte happened. So I asked her again, I said, so you still thinking about complying? That's going to still save your life? If a person has already deemed you as a threat.
But that's what they're still trying to push, though.
Right, they already think
they're still trying to push now.
Exactly. Right.
And to me, like, my bad. My bad.
No. Oh, you good.
My whole thought process behind this, man, because, I'm a realist. I feel like all of this stuff, not really being discussed, not being, the realness of it, not being brought up. I feel like all of this stuff, it's happened before. These discussions have happened before, whether it was, with the Panthers when they was realizing what was what, or, NAACP or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or SCLC, like we can run down the list. Like these forums happened, and it was at one point it was even illegal to get together and discuss certain stuff if he was black. But now to a certain point, it still is because in the end they see the way your mind is geared. But if you come off like on some Conan shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me put out here that I pretty much don't care about nothing but money and this and this and this. It's like, all right, we'll let you live. But anybody else, man, we gonna make it hard for you. We gonna make it hard for you. So it's like, man, I just feel like this has been done before.
Right.
And that's why nothing's truly changing. Like once we truly start making some progress and people stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, meaning the media and this and that, and you going for just because you heard it on TV, that's a law, even though somebody can come in the house and tell you, yo, this just happened to me and I was wrongfully this and that, but you see something else in print that says something different. It's like you trusting whatever's manufactured over the source. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? I mean to cut you off. How y'all doing, fellas?
No, go ahead.
Hold on, bro.
What up, Blue?
Honestly, and I was thinking about this topic earlier, and I hate to say this, and I don't want it to anti-white people because I'm not. Like, I love my people first, but honestly, in order for something to happen, I honestly think that something would have to happen to a non-black person for people to really say, "Oh, this shit is real."
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I don't want to. I don't want to play that card, but
that's how it's going to be portrayed, though, unfortunately.
Right. Like, if a white person kills another white person and it's like broadcast on a wide media and white people see that this shit really is real, then they say, "Oh, so those black people weren't exaggerating."
Right.
But I don't. Not that I'm wishing that kind of thing on anybody, but I mean,
this is what gets me, because I've heard a lot of people say this. Go back to Africa and this and that, or how would it be if wasn't no black people here? The difference is if that happens, now you the one on the menu. Can't blame me for whatever. And the same stuff that was happening to me, you're considered less than because it's really built on a classist system. It's like everything's mixing together.
Right.
So once you take race out of it, guess what? If you're deemed less than because of what's in your bank account or what's here or your education or whatever, all of the people that's the main ones that's on the front lines doing this to us, they're gonna start getting that back.
But that's some funny shit though. They telling us to go back to Africa. We ain't telling y'all to go back. Telling them to go back to Europe.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, man, anytime you exhibit any kind of example of showing pride and black love, showing pride for who you are, where you come from, it goes against the programming in which you are. I mean, generational wise, you've been programmed to think like a lot of people have been programmed to believe white is right, and it come across in everyday life or whatever. Anytime it's like you can ride past a dude with a Confederate flag on his truck, and that's deemed to be acceptable. But if you got a red, black,
all of that this weekend coming up.
Right,
you got a VA this weekend.
Right, you got a red, black, and green, bumper sticker or anything on your vehicle. It's like that's almost like a red flag for you. You're anti-white or anti-whatever.
You're militant.
Right, but here's the thing though. Anytime that you show pride anytime black people show pride in who they are and where they come from, and show any type of interest in blacks so that kind of uplift, that's deemed as a negative by white society because it all goes back to the divide and conquer. It's been going on since the days of slavery. So with divide and conquer, as long as I keep them feuding, and there's no such thing as, I keep hearing people say black on black crime. There's no such thing as black on black crime. Crime is crime. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because more white people kill white people than black kill black.
Amen, brother.
It's just not televised. It's just not publicized like that. It's not publicized. But that's the whole thing where the media comes into play. The media is not engineered to give you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like Bahamadia had a song called Beautiful Things. And she was talking about how the news generation do what they call news. But she said, but if the moderator truly understood that his position was a gift, he truly changed what his mission is and talk about beautiful things a little bit. Right. But that's the thing. It's not engineered that way. But like Blue just said though, if we did, or Mav said, if we did uproot and get on some garbage shit and lead this country, then like you said again, they'd follow us again. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the bullshit going on. So the thing about it is, like, if you got people who even consider themselves, who are not black, and you their friend, you know what I'm saying? They, I'm gonna leave this alone after this, man. But good, I think it's time for us, I say Black Lives Matter because I'm a black person. But if I saw something unjust that happened to a white person, I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel bad too because at the end of the day, that's still a person. The police killed the white guy not too long ago in his car because he was smoking weed, and I don't know if he drove off or whatever, but they filled his car up too. They shot this woman, this pregnant woman, in her car because she didn't stop and they wanted her to stop. So does the same thing that happens to us happen to them? Not nearly as much. But I'm not gonna say, well, that's their ass get. Now you see how we feel. Like, no, right. At the end of the day, it's still a life that's lost. But we need people to understand that. Like I like a lot of stuff that I think Trump is doing is so socially irresponsible because he's giving birth to so many people that on this new hate black people, hate people of color kick. And that's irresponsible. But when you're one of the 1% or the 5%, or not 5%, what the 10% that rules the world, right. Not to mention the rich 1%, that works in your favor. You know what I'm saying? When you divide the people or whatever, right. It works in their favor. So as long as you got people that are in power who are the 1% of the money, and the other 10% that's that controls the world governments. You're always going to be the 85% of us that are still, or the 90% of us that's still out here, man, trying to make our way. We're always going to face opposition because that's how the people with the money is constructed.
I just want a fair shot, man. I don't want any handouts. I just want to be there to know when I leave my house, I'm gonna make it back to my family, man.
Right.
Every time I get pulled over, man, which I don't feel safe, man. I'll keep my hands on the steering wheel, but that doesn't guarantee anything, man. It's, what percentage?
And any cop who pulls you over and he sees that you complying or you show any bit of humbleness, if they get off like, yeah, I got them scared. If you're a cop, if you're watching this shit, if you're a cop to do that, you're a coward.
Straight up.
Yep.
Enough said, you're a coward.
That's a lot of those cops. A lot of those. I'm not saying all cops, but a lot of people that have been like mistreated, picked on in high school, whatever, weirdos, whatever.
No doubt.
That I can, because you got them where I'm from.
It's a power trip.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Control, man. You feel like you own that person. I can tell you a story where I was sitting in the parking lot with my sister, and I stayed in the car, and I had my music up, and I ain't have no bang. I mean, it wasn't that loud, but you can hear it. The cop says, "Hey man, turn that down." I say, "Well, this ain't loud. What did you say to me?" You know what I'm saying? Like I'll take you to jail. Like, whoa, man. Oh, I see what that is. I know you. You were that weirdo who used to sit in the corner to the lunch table yourself. Now you're all tough, man. You got a badge. Power trip. It is, man.
Man, I remember one time I was like when I was younger, I used to sell the incense and all that. And I used to kick it with the other dude that be selling the bootleg CDs and all that. And I don't know if y'all know about what BART is. Yeah. So
being in rapid transit.
Yeah. So I'm in San Francisco selling the incense right in front of Old Navy and all this shit. And my boy, we all out here hustling. There's this little one pipsqueak ass fucking BART cop. He ain't got shit else to do but just to fuck with people. So I seen him coming up the fucking escalator and all that. Now I'm telling my boy, hey, he coming, whatever. This motherfucker come up, hey, it's for horses. I was like, really? And then he was like, I see you, I got your number, watch, I'm gonna get your ass, watch. I'm like, you gonna give me what? I'm selling incense. Like, what the fuck you gonna get?
You don't want shit to smell good.
He like, I got your number. Watch there, you watch. It's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna arrest your ass.
Hey man, you should have gave him some sassafras and sage, man.
All right, here, take a pack of Cocoa Mango and keep it moving.
Oh, come on, Theo.
Hey, you should have gave him some black love. He would have kept coming back.
Yo, RTO, you get the air horse. Yeah, RTO, he said take some cocoa mango.
My wife tells me every time I go somewhere, she always tells me to be careful. But lately it just sounds different coming from her. Like shit. Like I don't know. Like I don't like how it comes up. My wife says
it's distress.
Yeah, it's
like a distress, like it's fear. My wife do that to me too.
And like as a man, you don't want to see your wife, distressed or sad, or even hear that in the voice. It's just like, damn. That you sitting in a car, he's like, shit, do I even want to go anywhere?
Yep.
Hey, real talk. That's exactly how I feel because I gotta go. Like if I go somewhere, like I want to go like basketball games and football games and shit. But if I do go out, I have to wear like these battery packs and shit. I got like this bag or whatever. And like one of my fears is if I go somewhere, I let motherfucker know like I'm a heart patient. I got a fucking heart pump and then I got batteries and all the nine and shit.
Fuck you over.
Yeah, think I got a bomb or some shit. Then motherfuckers want to start checking like, oh, how can you prove? Like let me see where the damn line comes from and all that. Lift your shirt up and all this shit.
Let me talk to your lieutenant.
And not even that, like the main thing is too, if you're in distress, like will they even tend to you? So I could definitely catch me.
Well, you know the answer to that already, Mav.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No's in there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, you guys remember when 9/11 hit, and then basically
Shit, I was up that motherfucker. Yeah, I remember that shit.
I remember seeing the smoke coming over. I was thinking I was in Elizabeth, coming over. You know, not the Gothels.
Yeah, I was living in Brooklyn then, so yeah, I definitely remember that shit.
But, you know, we moved up the food chain a notch, and there was the Arabs that were in our man. You remember that? That's how I felt.
Well,
and,
shit.
And we lost our transition again. So we lost our transition again, man. We fell a couple of spots in the countdown.
Word.
Now we back to number one.
Yep.
We used to be number 10.
Permanent one. Hey, what you guys think? Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you think that rappers or famous people in the music industry, do you think they have an obligation to?
Man, don't get me started on that shit.
I think.
Well, let me say this. Back in the days, we had movements like that. We had movements like the self-destruction movement. You had movements. Matter of fact, forget the movements. You had MCs who not only educated, because I tell people all the time, man, my education came from hip hop. I learned in high school. I got a high school diploma, but most of what I know about the world, I learned through hip hop from '86 to now. I mean, to the present day. My educators were like, Chuck D and Poor Righteous Teachers and Kane and Rakim and people of that ilk or whatnot. Well, I learned from them. So, but now we don't have that present day, and
nope.
And today, to expect anybody today to get on a soapbox or start a campaign for something, they're very few and far between. I feel like you look at people like Muhammad Ali, man. Like Muhammad Ali ain't owed none of us nothing, bro. Nothing.
Right.
But he was the benchmark for so much. He was the catalyst for so much, man. In terms of how
that's why he considered the greatest.
The greatest, you know what I'm saying? Like, as good as a fighter as Floyd Mayweather is, I don't care if he went 60-0. I'll never consider him greater than Ali. In the ring or out the ring. Because you look at Jim Brown, you look at Kareem, you look at Bill Russell. Those guys like that who they had a lot to lose, especially in those days, because when nothing guaranteed, contracts wasn't guaranteed like they are now. So if he was on the outside looking in, if they spoke up to something that was near and dear to them, that's the difference between them, man. Playing ball or being let go and not being able to feed their families or whatnot. No matter how much money they made back then. Right. But I won't say that it's a must that they do that. But like the same things that plague us plague them. Only difference is you got a little money, you kind of cushion your situation a little bit. So where is it? It's like people always ask me about like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and I'm always reminded by this verse that Nas said when he said, "Fuck black leaders because whites ain't got nobody leading them," and that's how I feel. That's how I live my life. I don't need nobody to, lead me to anything because I can function. I'm educated. I can function. I know right from wrong. I don't need somebody who. And my pops put me up on this a long time ago, but you're only gonna see Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton when it's time to get paid. You ain't gonna see it no time before that.
When it's beneficial to them.
Time to make some shit. Get
quiet. So, but my thing is like, do I think athletes have an obligation?
Should be no from you, Hurts. You just said you don't need nobody to lead you. You don't need nobody to say anything.
No. But what I'm saying is like when this stuff happens, I'm talking about in regards when these plights began to happen. This world news, and I feel people like LeBron when they say, well, I got to get all the facts and stuff before I say this and say that because that's responsible. However, you know the realness. So don't fake and front and profile like you don't know what's going on because you ain't got to get the whole picture to know what the end result is. But like you said, but I'm talking about in terms of being that voice or being that catalyst for like, hey man, look, y'all claim y'all, I think a lot of it is like even with pro sports, as long as you're behind a cause that corporations can get behind, they're good. But the moment you start talking about some plights that happen from situations that you come from, it's all, and it goes back to what I was saying again, is about the mental engineering that we go through every day. Like we're taught to, you know, think less of our conditions and think highly of someone else's position. You know what I'm saying? And so when
it starts in the home, though.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You know, you have it all starts at home, Vaughn. It all starts at home. Because if you don't teach your children how to conduct themselves or how to look at things from a certain standpoint, even when it comes to racism, a lot of this stuff is taught behavior. It ain't so that you're innately born with. You're taught this. You're taught that, hey, you know, don't get too close to them darkies or whatever, because they'll dark your skin up if you rub it. All that ignorant rhetoric that people, you know, spew forth or whatever. You know, but I don't think they have an obligation. They're not obligated to do anything but make their bread. But you know, as a person who has a platform, you know, and I think all of us have a platform to a degree. But people who have a better platform that people will listen to, and people that will bring attention to a certain instance. Yeah, I mean, you got a platform. That's what your platform is for. That's like Jordan for all those years. Jordan wouldn't say nothing about nothing, man. Right. And so all of a sudden now he has something to say after 30 years of being, you know, in the league or as a business owner.
Even then, I think that whole movement was a joke as fuck to me, because though he finally said something, and yeah, people talking about, oh, I got closer now. Like, whoa, wow. So this motherfucking millionaire or billionaire finally spoke out about something he saw in the media. And now you sleeping better. Like, to me, man, it's like I think people just period, no matter what color you are, people are looking for a reason to be offended nowadays.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because we live in a PC world now.
Another guy that I'm looking at now, like I want to say this, like Colin Kaepernick. I'll say this about this nigga. So on his Instagram, this is his actual Instagram, right? He's got 1.5 million followers. He's got 176 posts. He used to have about 200 or something. He deleted a bunch of them. But if you go to his first post, which was back, was 220 weeks ago, my iPhone, I'm on the computer now, so don't tell me what day that actually was.
4 years ago.
Weeks, yeah, so 220 weeks ago. All right, and then you go through, and it's like, yeah, look at me, look at my money, look at my cars.
4 years.
Just look, you know, look at my clothing. I'm just scrolling up. Look at, all right, cool, I play football. Look at this. Look at my clothing. Look, I got these free headphones. Look at this. Oh, teammates. Oh, look, hanging out my boys, drinking, popping bottles. And then we keep scrolling up, keep going through a bunch of his posts. And then one day, this dude decides, holy shit, I'm black. Let me go ahead and start posting about this shit 40 weeks ago. So that's why I have a problem with this thing. My thing is on anything, if you're going to speak about anything, you should be about it, not just flip for no fucking reason.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
But the thing is, though, this shit. So this shit didn't just start happening. This shit's been happening. So for him to just be, look at me, look at my money, look at all this shit, look at this shit, and then all of a sudden, you know what? Let me fucking blow my hair out real quick, and let me fucking.
You got to look at a couple of things.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him.
But you know what, man?
Yeah, but again,
let me say this though. Growth happens, amongst all of us. Like the way I felt about certain things back when I was younger, when I got enlightened to some things, it changed my whole viewpoint. It's just like when I was 16 years old, man. I was mad. I'm from the South, so it's pork everything around here. So, but when I got enlightened to about pork and all that stuff, it was easier for me to let it go after I was enlightened about something. Like before then, you couldn't tell me nothing about a pork chop sandwich, bro, or a sausage biscuit in the morning, or whatever. But when I got educated about certain things, I got enlightened about certain things. Yeah, it changed the way I moved, and it's like anything in my life from when I was that age up to now. Like when I'm enlightened about something, or there's new knowledge to be taken in and processed. Once I do that, it changes the way I look at things. It changes the way I walk. It changes the way I do things. Just like any process, you know what I'm saying? Like once you enlighten something and it hits home, You know, it's easy for people to say, well, where was he 3 years ago when this was at? But you know, he wasn't in tune. He wasn't in tune with it because he didn't have the right people around him. So, and a lot of times, go ahead, man.
My bad. I was about to say just even bigger than that. Like, again, that hustle is to go and show you something of your former self that you can, quote unquote, not be proud of. Like David Banner made that same turn. It's been a lot of people that have done that. Like even with me, like I had locks for 15 years, and when I cut my locks, when I got hitched or whatever, like I had some people stop talking to me because I cut my locks, because that's all you know. Like again, in the end, whatever you do is a choice. So the fact that, yeah, he was glorifying money and this and that, it's probably the culture that he was brought up in. But like Digger Hurst was saying, once you get hip to what's actually going on and you see it being a trend, he even said he started speaking out because he saw this getting worse and worse, which is the same thing that I said. Like even after this march, it was like they went in high gear, like, oh, for real, y'all gonna mobilize? Now we're gonna start hanging on foot in your ass more and doing stuff even worse and get off. Like the whole Freddie Gray, to the way they had the prosecutor have to detract, and how she got threats and this and that. Like no matter how you looking at it, it's still us trying to be a part of something that doesn't want us to be a part of it.
Something that
really don't need us.
Something that wasn't engineered for us to begin with.
Even the bigger hustle behind that is, if you look at black culture and stuff like that, most people that's at the helm of it ain't black. So if you consider it now expendable, what's the use? Let's get rid of it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I think is taking place. And don't nobody want to say that because it makes it, that nervous moment, like what you were saying, Blue, when you leave the house and your spouse is like, hey, like, make sure you get back. Like I get that when I go to work, and it's like, damb, like
I get that. I get that. I go to the bathroom.
I'm noticing that.
Don't bet L too hard. My bike's up.
Right. When I talk to family members, it's like that. Be safe, and it's like it's not like a regular. All right, be safe. It's like be safe. Like all right,
fear tinge.
Word up. But a lot of this stuff, like what y'all was saying, a lot of this stuff is put, like as far as the media putting twist on stuff. They can't wait for like a Stacey Dash or some someone to say something negative. Like basically, we're out of our minds. And what we believe in, what we want to stand for is crazy. They like to blow that up and glorify it, man. I'm like this, man. All men created equal, man. I don't want no handouts. All I want is a fair shot in this world, man. I want to be able to go to work, play with my kids, pay my bills, pay my taxes like everybody else out here. And I have to worry about getting my
sad part is depending on who you're talking to and you make that statement, that's a double standard to them. Because it says all men are created equal. Right. Some people, depending on what they were taught or whatever their lineage is, don't see you as a man.
Right.
Exactly. 3/4 of one.
3/5.
3/5. My bad.
Yeah, that's the part that's being, glossed over or, acting like it don't exist. And most of our parents, man, like I know my folks ain't like you said, Digger Hurst, what I got for rap music that I got, that I got hip. But it forces me to think, like, imagine if we didn't have hip hop.
Right.
Oh man, dude, you said a mouthful.
It would be like, you wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't have known, man.
I think about that every day. Like, what would my muse be like?
Right, exactly.
I would like R&B and like classic rock.
We still have Jerry Curl.
I don't.
Yeah, you'll be around here. You'll be around.
Because the Jerry Curl came from hip hop.
We still have
That's
Jerry.
how that got big. We just still had an afro.
Ready for the world, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was just soul music. Imagine if it was just soul music and that was it.
Oh, Sheila looking at
it. Full force.
Hell yeah.
Wet cat looking at it.
Ready for the World Cup. They had a personal Jerry Curl stylist. They used to take on two of them.
Don't get full force though.
Oh
yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
They put a twister on the Jerry Curl.
Yeah, Boyden House.
Hey, y'all remember when the S Curl came out though?
I had
I was an Al B short ass nigga too.
Hell yeah.
Okay, see,
White
I
skin
fuck
niggas in style.
I fuck with that shit. You know, I fuck with that. I fuck with that whole S-girl shit when the whole fucking Drew Hill era came out and shit.
Oh damn! Nah,
We
I
had
felt
that
that by
shit.
then. I was
Yo,
like,
Hey,
I'm
RTO.
talking 90 to 93, 92.
nah, I had mine in the '80s.
RTO, Nokia, look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how do you say that joint? I had to cut that Dre juice and get a bald head, then let it nap up.
Right.
And then to the corner store. Yeah.
That's
I
cute.
said 80, yeah, like
That's
I think
when I
the
cut
first
my
time I
joint.
got it was 88. First time I had it was 88 because my stepdad, we were stationed in Germany. And that's when I remember my mom was like, I'm going to put this S-curl on here. I'm like, man, I don't even know what this stuff does, man. Running around the house hollering and shit. That shit was burning my goddamn
Burn the fuck out your ass.
Look, and my shit ain't take when I got mine.
Oh,
My
shit.
My shit just looked crunchy. I had them Nigerian naps back then. My joints used to roll up. Butterfinger BBs out there, bitch.
I remember that S-curl shit, man.
Man, rat pellets.
That shit, but it's fucking scouts up since the 80s.
Man, I had the Pac-Man power pellets.
You know, I had to get a petition. I had to get a petition to get my dad to get rid of his Jerry curl. He wanted to go into 90s, but you still like that.
Yeah, my pops had his drink too. Yeah, he was looking like Orange Juice Jones.
I was like, yo, moms, will you please stop buying these damn Luster Still kits, please?
Yeah, the Luster joint. Yeah,
Yo, word up.
that shit.
Yeah,
Man, I remember
some type of way, cuz it's feeling good about themselves, man.
Hey, that was
my mother
like,
gave me that joint. Yo, if this joint, like, I know we all do music or whatever, man. If my shit take off, man, and they go and find this picture, it's a picture of me in 5th grade, a picture day at school, yo. My shit, man, my shit look like peppercorn seeds. Yo.
So check it. My grandfather, the one who stays in LA and shit, he used to rock a ponytail. But he just had shit on
sugar free.
Yeah, but he ain't had nothing on top. It was just all hair on the sides.
Yeah, the sugar free.
Nothing on top.
The sugar free drink.
You
gotta find a picture of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my cousin, but he had it all tied up in the back, whatever. He stayed with Murray's. Like Murray's was in that motherfucking house all day.
The orange can.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Nah, that was yellow. The new now was yellow.
Yo, looking like a Japanese sensei and shit.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. My grandfather looked like a. My grandfather looked like a black Mr. Miyagi, no joke, straight up. Like, that's what we used to call him.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi from the first Karate Kid, or Mr. Miyagi, he broke the beam on when they went to Japan.
From the first Karate Kid.
Oh, word? Yeah.
This.
Wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, so when they went to Japan and that building beam fell on his boy, he broke it with his hand.
Yeah, he was mad as hell. He had on his dickies in that joint.
Since we being
switched over to a gi and shit.
Since we being honest about hair in the 90s when Cisco first came out.
No.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Hey, we did that too. We did right after I cut the fucking S-curl shit off. We went and dyed that shit.
Like my shit it was two colors. It was government cheese orange at first. Then the second time that I did it, that shit was silver. My mom, I went to my mom's house one day. She looked and she was like, my mom doesn't curse, but if my mom was like still in the 80s, she would have cussed my ass up and down the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
like
that
demolition man out there.
Yeah, exactly. That shit fucked up my hair so much. That's why I don't have hair now.
Damn.
Because of that shit. Hey, your follicles took a heroin overdose.
Yeah, because I would dye silver, then I would dye dye back, my natural black color. So you constantly doing that shit every 2 weeks for like 6 months straight. Your shit gonna fall the fuck out.
Nah, I used to dye my hair quite a bit too. When I had dreads, I had mine dyed. When I had longer dreads before, then I cut them. And then when I always had short hair, I used to dye my hair all the time too. But yeah, I stopped doing that shit.
See, I didn't dye it necessarily. I forget what the hell is. Maybe it was like some type of I think it was like some type of perm.
What
I think it was like some type of perm. Yeah, peroxide. I think it was
I'm thinking to myself, Cisco peanut butter complexion. I'm peanut butter complexion.
It'll work.
The ladies like it. The ladies gonna like it.
The light skinned niggas was style.
Hey, Blue, I'm right with you on that one, bro. Hey, I went and got that damn peroxide. I was doing my shit because I got the light eyes and all that. I was trying to get my hair color the same color and everything. So the dark skinned cat with light eyes and then the fucking hair color the same too. Man, I thought I was fucking pimping about this shit.
Call your ass Blade.
Now I look at
Blue grading. Oh, go ahead.
Now I look back, I'm like, I did some really wacky shit for some women in the 90s.
Hey, yo, check it out.
We all had done that.
It's starting with Dick Hurts. What's the most craziest shit you did to date?
Hey, you want to keep this on air or off air?
I was about to say.
I want to know.
Yeah. What you talking about as far as what?
With my hair?
Style, fashions, how we rock shit, you know what I mean? So
hey, let me tell you, I was kind of embarrassed to mess myself up, so I try to keep it. I try to keep it real, like, cause I was trying around those times. I was rapping there. When I was young, I was a rapper, so I had to do everything cool. But I couldn't get a curl. My mom wouldn't let me get a curl, so I couldn't get a curl. But I think the most
cornmeal.
but in the 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade, I think I want to say the 5th grade. That's when Al B. Short first came out with Night and Day. And, I always kept a fade or whatever. But my big sister was like, you'll look straight with an S curl. You be like Al B. Short. When you sing for the girls, I'm like, okay, hook it up. We wouldn't got a. It wasn't an S curl. We wouldn't got a Duke. And man, we got to do. My shit was looking like Al B. Short for one day. The next day, man, my shit the curl wouldn't even make a 360. It was just stuck in like. So, but the craziest thing I've ever done to my hair, dude, I took the initiative to cut my own hair one time, and I had put my name in the back of my head. But
man,
when I got ready to put the E in there, I put the E in there. I put the E in there backwards. Damn. So, because I can cut back then when I was in elementary when I did. So I can cut then, but I wasn't used to doing like designs and my name. So I had already overcommitted to it, so I had to finish it up. Man, I got to school, man. My E was back up and shit like a pitchfork. Man, like the next morning, my mother and my grandmother, I was walking, and my grandmother looked like, well, what the hell? My mama like, I'm beating your ass. I'm like, you gotta go to school today, though, but when you get home, I'll beat the shit. Man, it should be
like a scientific calculator, but Texas Instrument joint.
What about you? What about you?
As far as what the craziest thing besides the hair? Honestly, I think you know what? All right, besides my hair, the second craziest thing I did was put that black Beijing dye shit in my hair. My shit.
You out here looking like Ray Lewis?
No, my shit. That shit, I look like a fucking walking Sharpie. That's how dark my shit was. And what's so funny, like niggas cats in Philly, they, oh my God, and we're known for doing that to our beards.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's on the corner. That's the corner store singing shit.
And my girlfriend was like, no, it look all right, man. I got the sweating.
Somebody say your mascara running. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, hey, what was the name of that shit that you shine your shoes with?
Shellac.
Kiwi,
Yeah,
kiwi.
shellac head ass.
Yeah, that joint like a sad clown and shit.
Wink, sniffles, and clown.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, Tysir said the worst.
First thing he's done with his hair is attempt the Eddie Murphy cut from Harlem Nights.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh shit.
You can be Nanto having this little bitch in Harlem.
Hey, I've done a lot of crazy stuff in my young life, and we ain't got enough time for me to go through all of it though.
Man.
Pick one. Well, no, you already did.
Pick one. Another one was when I was about 5 years old. Me and one of my best friends, we were outside playing in the dirt. In some kind of way, I brought two of my grandfather's shaving razors out. So me and this dude we took turns shaving out each other's head, man. So by the time my mom came outside, no matter of fact, it wasn't my mom. My uncles had pulled up. He's like, man, what the hell happened to your hair, man? And so I had patches everywhere, man. My mom was so pissed because I used to when I was younger, I would do stuff, man, without even thinking about it. Like it wasn't even nothing. It was nothing to me. When she saw my hair, man, she went crazy, man. She went like ballistic. And she told the little boy, don't let me see you back down in this house no more.
Damn.
Yeah. It wasn't my fault. It was his fault.
My man got a banishment.
Man, look, but he was back the next day though, because that his mom and my mom grew up together. But but my mom had to take me to the barber shop, and she was like, "Can you please fix this?" And the barber looked like, "Damn, what happened to him?" He's like, "He got the mange."
Oh shit,
man! So he had to fix that. But I've done some crazy stuff, man. That we ain't got no time for all of it. But man,
well, I was about to say my hair was always pretty much fucked up because I had one of them hairlines that looked like a jagged cliff and shit. So I but like outfits though, because I got an older sister, yo.
Oh, okay.
She started working before I did. So she used to, the 90s, she used to dress fresh or whatever. Man, Chuck Brown, I'm here in the DMV, and this is actually why I really need no one to find that because it's like.
Hey, what school you go to?
Oh, I can't give up that. You got to research that. I know, right? I know. But yeah, the crazy part was, man, like Chuck Brown was, had hit the scene. It was like real heavy with this song named Run Joe or whatever. And we winded up getting some sweatshirts or whatever. We had the Run Joe sweatshirt. And me being pressed as hell, I was like, I gotta wear my joint like as soon as shit turn up. So we got picture day at school. And I knew what I was doing because I snuck the shirt out the house. Now, everybody else, they got, girls got nice little skirts on with the blouse, and the dudes got on, the button-up shirt. Some got the clip-on or whatever. This 5th grade. Man, this is me on the end with my luster joint that didn't take. And mind you, I'm not exactly light skinned, yo. So I look like a
not exactly.
Yeah, I'm on the end of the joint, looking like an ice cold Pepsi with a yellow Run Joe long sleeve sweatshirt on, Joe. Man, when I brought them pictures home, and I'm slicing shit like, yo, my mama don't like this. She was like, what the hell? She was like, yo, they gotta take the pictures over, man. She went up to the school and complained and shit, man. I got my ass beat through and through. Yeah, when I brought the picture home and she looked at it and I saw her face, I kind of like that emoji, the joint where it be looking at the floor like you did a bad thing. Man, that's that you gotta go to the bathroom feeling, yo. Yeah.
I'm gonna find this picture I took in Head Start, man. No, it was a Head Start first. Oh, it was Head Start. My mom had my clothes laid out, man, and she laid out this Mr. T. I had a Mr. T t-shirt, man. It was like a red t-shirt with Mr. T, his image on it or whatever. Mm-hmm. But man, I had this like this. You know how nowadays we rock like the t-shirts with the long sleeve thermal underneath. I pioneered that look. But anyway, I had a shirt. It was like one of those type of shirts, but it had like a red, brown. No, it was red, green, blue. It was like a lot of funky different colors. You know, this is in the early '80s or whatever.
So they was
So
all
like,
earth tones back then.
Right. So yeah. So I thought to myself like, man, it's gonna look cool if I put this on like this and this right here. So man, I went. My mom always ironed our clothes out, but this particular shirt, she didn't want me to wear it at all. I don't know why. I put that shirt on first, and I put the Mr. T-shirt on, and put my jacket on, and left. Man, when she got the pictures back, you look like I'm like your mom's.
Oh.
Like, what in the hell? I said, boy, where did you get this shirt from? I'm like, it was hanging up, and I thought I was supposed to put it on. It was right next to the Mr. T-shirt.
Yeah, you had to sell it.
Right. I should beat your ass. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
So my nickname growing up, one of my nicknames was Billy Badass, because I wasn't doing it to be bad. I was just doing it because I had my own way of doing shit, and it was always wrong.
What about you, Fat Vine? Hear nothing?
Yeah, Fat Vine got quiet.
What you say?
Hey,
with this conversation.
What you say a while about it? What you say?
What's some crazy shit you did when you was younger?
Besides getting in trouble all the time, nothing crazy, man. I was like, I grew up a fucking hillbilly, man.
I know you blew something.
No what?
I know you blew something, a pipe bomb.
No.
Fat Vine was out there cow tipping.
Nothing like that, but
cow tipping.
grew up on a ranch, man. It was nothing too crazy, you know. My mom didn't fuck around with that shit, man.
I got one for you. Then I'll add another one to it since Fat Vine ain't got one. This is one of those poverty stories. Now, my first concert when I was 10, I went to see Run DMC and Aerosmith. They came here to the Capitol Center.
Uh-huh.
Now, y'all remember? I know y'all remember Payless, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. I see Payless every day.
So, again, the stories from poverty. So I wind up, saying like, "Oh shit, I'm going to see Run DMC." So
you had you a pair of imitation Grant Hills.
Oh, no.
This before then. Because the song, that they was pushing was My Adidas and Walk This Way.
Oh,
so I'm going to the joint, but I ain't got no Adidas, so I actually took the laces out my pro wings, my nigga. But I knew them joints was fake, so what I did was I pulled my pants down over the back of them to show 3 stripes instead of 4, because the pro wings were the knockoff joints. Pro wings was 4 stripes, K-Swiss was 5, and Adidas was 3. So my dumb ass went to the concert. That was the concert. And y'all already know I be joking and talking shit now. Man, my dumb ass went to school, forgot to put the laces back.
Oh.
Man down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That was some clever
there you go.
Yeah, I'm back. Hold on. Fucking Wi-Fi cheap as shit. Hold on. I'm gonna go out and come back here.
All right.
Yeah, man. That's I'm trying to think, man. Oh, the hair. What else I do that was crazy, man? I done some crazy stuff, man. I should write a memoir, really.
And the 90s was a crazy time for me. And I'm gonna admit this now. Like looking back, I guess I would say that that was a big label person, because even when I was like, I shit you not, when I was probably like 10 years old, living in Gary with my pop, his girlfriend bought me an Izod Argyle sweater. That shit was $45.
God damn.
But that shit was fly. Like I was the only kid in my school with an Argyle Izod sweater, and I was wearing penny loafers when I was at. At the same time, I was putting dollar bills in penny loafers. So
I was using quarters.
Well, like looking back, I thought I was like a pretty, fashion forward type of dude. Well, anyway, I was on the subway like in the 90s, and this dude was selling fake iceberg shirts. Y'all know about iceberg, right? Yeah. Okay. So this dude was selling fake long sleeve iceberg shirts, 2 for $5. I'm like, shit, you can't beat that. So I bought
2 for $5.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I bought a red Snoopy and Woodstock one, and I bought a yellow one. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm like, yeah, this shit real. Put that shit in the washer.
Oh my god.
Then I dried the shit.
Oh my god.
That was the end of that run.
Yeah.
I was like, from
What's
here
happening,
on out, we strictly Ralph Lauren from the thrift store.
Ebo is in the building.
It's like the Theo Huxtable Garden Cartel shirt.
Yep, pretty
Hell
much.
yeah.
What's good, everybody?
What's
What
good?
up?
What up,
brother?
What up, Dixie? Dixie, what up, CX?
What's
Dixie.
up? What
What
up,
up,
Fat
Dixie?
One Free?
Oh, Dixie in it.
Yeah.
What up?
Wild Bodies, Black Math,
What up?
What's good?
Nigga,
What up, Dixie and CX?
Hey, what's the crazy shit?
RTO.
We telling horror stories,
Hold
childhood
on,
horror
hold on.
stories.
We gotta hear CX. We gotta hear CX story, man. No, fuck that. Gotta hear Dixie got a lot of crazy ones. I know he do. He from Alabama.
about what?
Give him the premise, Wild Body.
Crazy shit you ever done coming up, like as far as wearing something or
Yeah.
Haircut
crazy
or
shit,
whatever.
haircuts, clothes, shit like that.
Shit, man. I gotta think about that one, man. I grew up in Alabama. I had a lot of time on my hands. The fuck up this shit. Hey, you gotta come back to me.
Yeah,
Hey,
Adidas
shut
clothes.
up. Hey, shut up, Black Math. I heard you over there. He's like, uh-oh.
Come on, RTO. I know you got one.
Oh, shit. Craziest hairstyle.
No, you had a
It wasn't for no, nah. Hey, I say the crazy was like that. Nah, I didn't have no, like I just did, the only thing I had was an S curl, and that was just for half a second. But I'm gonna say the craziest hairstyle I had was, it was back in the late 90s. I had the stairs and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was about like 8 years old having stairs, and then went from the stairs to the Gumby and all that shit.
Had the Gumby too.
That's natural progression from the stairs. So when that shit grow
Yeah.
back, it becomes a Gumby.
You know what I always wanted, and my mom vetoed. I always wanted a starter jacket in 8th grade.
yeah.
Not to go back to Philly, but that's where I grew up. So y'all just gotta bear with me.
you good?
During like long time ago, I think The Last Dragon had just came out, and downtown in Philly, a riot had broke out. So you see everybody running down the street, with something in their hands. And me and my mama watching this, and like a lot of cats was wearing starter jackets. So my mom was like, "Ain't no way in hell you getting a starter jacket now." I was like, "Niggas always want to ruin something."
Hell yeah, shit, niggas, motherfuckers was getting robbed for starter jackets out here.
Man, where I'm from, bro, I'm gonna say about 92. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you, I had a Chicago's Bears starter jacket. Some of my friends who walked the opposite way of where I went home, they were getting knocked. Dudes pulling up in vehicles, man, pull up in box Chevys, man. With revolvers on, like, hey, come up out there, cuz.
Yeah, they had the pullover. You're talking about the pullover joints too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But mine was the I had a zip up joint, but a lot of my partners they had a pullover. So you already know how long it takes them to pull overs. It take a minute to get it over your head.
And look, you gotta cover your face to pull it off, man.
Just so I wouldn't get in trouble. Like when we were living up around Killeen, Texas, man, they had a bad gang problem on the base. Actually, it was safer to live off base than it was on base.
Damn.
And if you had a Raiders pullover, Bears pullover, this is in the early '90s. Raiders, Bears, Eagles, and there was one more. Like he was probably getting robbed at gunpoint on base for that story.
What, Eagles pullover?
Hey.
Look, I said that because Blue was on.
Y'all need to be on lunch, man.
But yeah, so you know what my mom did? She ended up buying me a starter jacket. That was just a starter jacket. Like it was just a starter jacket.
So you had the S on it, team, everybody and shit.
No, shit was dope. It was dope as hell, but it was no team. She's like, yeah, you ain't about. She's like, yeah. She told me straight up. She's like, I ain't buying you a jacket because if somebody steals it, I'm gonna shoot everybody I come across. So I find
Damn.
Yeah, it's Texas. Don't mess with Texas.
I'm telling you, man. My mom was concealed carry before concealed carry was a thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a quick story about the starter joints. So my sister had my sister had a starter Pistons jacket, but my mom, her dad bought that for her, but my mom wouldn't buy me one. So she got me what she thought was the next best thing, one of those damn Logo 7. I don't know if y'all remember those.
Yeah.
Those like the knockoff starter joints.
The pro player jacket.
Yeah, I was so pissed.
He had the starter pistol jacket.
I was so pissed at Christmas time and going to school. Like, man, I don't want to wear this fucking jacket. I got to school. About 30 people had those same damn jackets. I was like, I guess y'all was in the same boat I was in. Parents just wouldn't drop the money for it.
Corny, yep.
I always wanted either a starter jacket or a sweatsuit, because cats in 8th grade was wearing like full sweatsuits. They weren't wearing what is it, Sergio
Sergio Tacchini, yeah.
Yeah, they were wearing those, and they were wearing
Tide
Fila
One
sweatsuits.
joints. Yeah, Fila, all that.
Yeah, Tide One, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
the cost more
damn.
teeth too.
Like,
That was the cats with money with me. My man, like I said, out of poverty, I had the party shirts like shit, every color. Looked like a damn Bob Ross backdrop.
Remember the MCM suits?
Oh yeah.
Man,
I remember my old had one though.
Hey, I remember.
You had the short set like Otis.
Hell yeah.
I wanted me a pair of Van Gracks.
What you know about them Van Gracks?
Man, if I can find something again, I'll get them.
Hey, up here, down here, man, was Van Gracks and rayon shirts with the damaged and used jeans.
Hey, why about
the used jeans? I had those.
What up, brother?
Hey, man, I just got in the house, man. Before we get off the car, I'll take care of that for you.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro. Ain't no thing, bro. I appreciate it.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on,
Hey, man, what about me, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of you too, Hurst. I made another joint for you, too.
All right.
What about to me?
And me,
she think you can wheel me that SP.
I need to go get it.
Oh, you ain't. Oh, I thought you just told me.
Hey,
Well,
man.
I got the first dab on the wheel though.
I tell you, man, the wildest joint I had, man, was this was like in '89, and my father knew I was in the streets hustling, so he was like, "Oh, so you out there hustling, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he was like, I dropped something off to your mother house, right? So I go to my mother house. He dropped the bulletproof vest off over there for me.
Damn.
So you gotta realize NWA was just jumping off a little bit, right?
And Rayford was out here too.
Yeah. So I go to the Metro Club. You know what?
You went to the Met. That's right around by me. 5 minutes from me.
I go to the Met. I got the vest on, trying to get in the club. They're like, "Oh no, you're not coming in here with that on." so I'm like, I got the
50 Cent.
Yeah, I got the vest on and everything. I got the, I'm on some NWA shit. I got the flannel joint on and everything. So they was like, "No, you can't get in here with that." So
Damn.
I got the Madness shirt on with the Madness hat. So I get up out of that and put that on. But that was the wildest shit I ever put on.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm walking through the hood with the vest on. Niggas like, "Damn, is that nigga police?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the SWAT drink. Got the SWAT detail on.
Man.
No, shout out to your pop, man, for the comedy though, man. He took the
man. I put that on my kids, man. My mother came over there. She was like, "I don't know what the hell this is. You know, your father left something over here for you, right?" So I get over that junk. I'm like, "Damn, he got me the vest."
Damn.
So I'm like, "Damn."
That's that unconditional support there.
To this day, is one thing in the world that I want, and I can't justify it now because of the price.
It's before 100.
Well, nah.
Oh.
In high school, like a lot of kids used to either they were drug dealers or they were drug dealers' girlfriends. So living in Philly, a lot of people would run up to Atlantic City to Caesar's Palace to buy some Gucci, some Gucci sneakers. Now back in the day, a pair of Gucci sneakers were running you like $150.
Yeah.
But now them shits is like $350.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm 44 years old. I got a mortgage, a wife, cable.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can
bills.
stop there. Look, you can stop there.
Lawn furniture.
I can't see myself coming in a house with a pair of $350 sneakers that I'm probably going to wear in the summer. I just can't see it.
Man, I remember I got a pair of them Jones, and you know, the Gucci Jones and the Fila Jones. The Fila Jones was like the cream Jones with the
yeah.
I still want a pair of those.
They came high top. They came high top and low top. But I know you probably mad in the shop on George Avenue. Eddie Van them used to sell it.
You taking me way back. I couldn't afford shit in there. Yeah, I had all my shit was Morton's. I ain't gonna even lie.
Morton's discount warehouse.
I used to live in that joint. You go to get some shoes and be like, go over to that box and pull some shoes.
Oh, every man's son.
What's up,
The closest I came to a pair of Gucci's is a pair of S. Carters.
Damn.
Oh shit. Okay.
What's up,
I went to the Gucci store in Vegas, and I went up in that motherfucker, man, and felt like I had failed at life. the Gucci slippers, I mean, some shit you just walk around the house in was like fucking $250.
Yeah, that's
like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's right. That's you put them joints and just dry the car in them joints.
It wasn't bad when I was out in the street hustling, but when I became a regular dude, nah.
I think the most expensive pair of shoes I got like that I have is some Louis Vuitton sneakers, and it's only because my mother-in-law bought them for me.
I think the most expensive shoes I had, I went to the Timberland shop back in the day when I was out there hustling. And I brought a pair,
Super Tims?
No, not the Super Tims. Okay. I got these other Tims. They had shark skin on the front and the back.
Wow. Aren't we fancy?
Right.
Yeah,
that's PC for you though.
Yeah,
that's how we do it around here.
Yeah, that's
Philly get clean too though. Philly, y'all go.
That's when I went to Timberland shop and spent like $1,800.
Damn.
I come out there with the Timberland jacket with the tan on the collar, with the jeans. You remember everybody was wearing like those Jones? Man,
that's less ball money, man.
Yeah,
but back then they ain't feel it that way.
I go in there get the Timberland belt. The Timberland belt was like $150.
Shit.
The most I spent
was the belt came with the pants.
Nah, man.
The most I ever spent for some shoes was those Jordans that came out in the early 2000s that came in the suitcase. They were like 170 or something like that.
Those were 23s, right?
But I can't remember. They were black with the chrome on the back.
I used to wear Jordans. I used to wear Jordans back in the day. I won't wear Jordans now.
Me either.
Yeah. I only got like one pair of J's now. Like we used to do J's like relentlessly in Oakland. That was the shit you had to have. And now, fuck that shit.
I got the hook up in China. I buy them directly from there if I get them.
I mean, I look at it like, man, I'm not paying. I mean, I'm not a. Back then I was more unconscious back then when I was buying that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And knowing what Michael Jordan is, I couldn't support it now.
Right. That's why I don't do it.
And like too. And plus, even with all the Nikes, period. A lot of the Nikes, period, I won't buy them now because I had the originals. I'm not buying the reissues, paying more for the reissue than the original.
Hey, since everybody went ahead and bared their soul, I'll go ahead and share some of mine.
I knew it was coming.
Hell yeah.
You know it. I know it.
All right. So, all right. So, let's go tell you
need some liquid courage, sir.
Hey, hold on. Actually, I've been drinking Jim Beam and Coke since 9 a.m.
There you go, liquid courage.
Damn, 9 a.m. You want to talk?
9 a.m. for him, but it's
No, it's 12. It's middle.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway,
like 11:30.
So, grew up for most part on the ranch, And so I still have a collection of cowboy hats, right? And all shaped and everything. The cheapest one.
Can you?
Hell yeah, not with my dreads, But,
I was about to say, yeah.
But you know, the cheapest one though, the cheapest fucking one, $450.
What you had, a Stetson?
Damn.
I got a few Stetsons. I got a few Stetsons, and I got a few custom molds. But yeah, they all been shaped. Now actually all been hand shaped. So yeah, I'll tell y'all, man.
The cheapest one is $450.
Yeah, $450.
Yeah,
when I was the first one I got. My grandmother bought for me. Took me to College Station. The guy, I was almost crying on the way home. I was so fucking happy, man.
Hey man, as long as you ain't got a pair of Spurs, going back to your boots.
My mom owns horses, dog. What are you talking about? I grew up on a ranch. Like we have a ranch. We have a ranch. We got cows. So yeah, shut up, Hurts.
Hey, look, hold up. I got the joint. Hey, Favon. When you pop a guitar string, do you yell Crambo?
Do I yell what?
Get it.
Crambo.
Oh shit!
You remember that joint?
Yeah, I got you.
So he didn't ride. Crambo. So he didn't ride. Oh shit!
My guitar string.
Here, get it.
Yeah, like so that.
And
also too, because I was in shop, in high school. All through high school, I was in shop class. We did welding and all that crazy shit. So yeah, we do welding, all that kind of shit at school. So you go to school, baggy clothes, whatever, your jeans. But then I switch to my Wranglers whenever we're fucking welding and shit because you ain't trying to fuck up your nice clothes. So I do on Wranglers.
Okay.
That's when school when you had that vocational shop. They taught you something.
Yeah.
Taught you something.
We started welding.
Ball was out there with his Brett Favre's on. His Brett Favre ring.
Y'all was talking about hair earlier. The crazy shit I ever did wide body was you back when people were dyeing that shit, like dyeing some of that, like you remember that era?
We talked about it. We got another one.
Put some dye in my head and fell asleep. Woke up and my shit was blonde when I woke up, man. When people was
Dixie was a beach blonde.
I'm telling you, it was gone, man. It was salt and pepper blonde.
Like Mace Windu and shit.
Hey, Blue Pineapple said he had government cheese orange.
Wow. Another crazy thing is whenever I was working State Department in Afghanistan, they told us, we all had beards. They told us to dye the end of your beard red in case you went down and were captured. We're like, what? And they're like, yeah, just go ahead. So everybody, all the black dudes, anybody dark skinned, dyed your beard red. And also too, we went out in town in Kabul, we didn't get too many crazy looks. But
John looking like a cardinal out there.
Hey, fellas, I need one request. Hey, Mondane.
Which one?
Oh,
which one?
A Digger Hurts.
Yeah.
Hey man, I want to play this for you real quick.
Okay. All right.
This one of the Jones for you.
Oh my God.
I wish you could have saw. I had a Kool-Aid smile, bro. I wish you could have saw it.
Could you do something with that?
I'm gonna tuck mine in Monday.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Put that in the box, brother.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, special delivery. Don't cheat that.
Wait, what you say that maker tuck yours in Monday?
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck mine in Monday. Try that shit on the
That shit sound good, man. That's clean as hell, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I did that in Reason today at my mother's house.
Yeah, you got that extra crispy crunchy stare, man. That shit sounds good, man.
Wide body.
What up?
The joint that you did on Ableton, that was some
That's good, man.
That's some good shit, brother.
Yeah,
I
like
still
that.
ain't get to
I
hear
like
that
that.
joint. I'm gonna go back and listen.
Yo, it's dope. It's dope.
Hey, Wild Body Man, you left a lot of good records behind today too. I wish I'd have saw you know
That
live.
Joan, yeah, that Joan on Montron.
Joan.
You know, you should have got that Joan, man. She's good. She's ill as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back, man. I was on I couldn't really take a lot home. I had 3 tape decks I bought today.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to get one to work, man. I'm trying to do
You
Shut up.
You didn't make it to you, man, over there, man.
The dude gave them to me. He said, try them out. If they work, pay me next time. So I had to
Damn.
Yeah.
I need a cop like that.
Hey, just help me. They don't work, man.
I got a TV. He gave me he sold me a TV like that, but it didn't work though. I took it back to him.
I was about to say,
Kind of
yeah,
got some credit with him, you know. He
that's
to
cool,
leave the
man.
country. Word
That's
up.
what's up.
Yo, not the. Have you guys talked about the Miss LA joint?
Man,
Oh my God.
You watched that?
Man,
Yeah, I watched it.
yo, bro.
Me
That
and
was
my
crazy.
me and my wife was watching last night. We just looking at each other the whole time, like, yo, she ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah,
Damn
I
straight.
refuse. When I first saw the promo for it about a couple of months ago, I swore to myself I wasn't gonna watch it. But you know, I have my better half. She's more intrigued by shit like that, so she watched it.
And she had the Play-Doh nose like shit in that joint. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, yo.
Yo, but how about after that went off, they had a documentary.
Yeah, my
a
in-laws was
documentary
watching it, man. My in-laws was at the
documentary
house
on,
watching that shit.
on Compton with the game narrating. I'm like, yo, Lifetime ain't never been this black before.
Never. They trying to cash in. They trying to cash in. No, that's who watch a lot of our women. That's who, man. Look, growing up, I remember Lifetime when Lifetime first kicked off. Man, I got an aunt, man, my mom's baby sister. Her whole life revolves around Lifetime. Now they got Lifetime. They got the Lifetime Movie Network. They got
LMN, yeah.
And they got some other shit too.
Now I will admit, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I will watch the Bad Girls Club because I'm waiting for the titty to pop out. So
Oh, shit.
I used to watch the Bad Girls Club. I used to watch that.
that's my limit. But every time my wife start watching basketball wives and all that crazy stuff, I just look at it and don't think she'd be like, so? I'm like, okay, rock on.
As long as you're watching Oxygen, you be good.
Yeah, right. No, she watches. She be watching Snap too, and I just have to, just keep one eye open.
Not Oxygen. What's that other channel that the
Investigative.
The fruity channel, not the fruity channel. I'm be politically correct. What the hell network is that?
Fruity channel. What the fuck is the Fruity channel?
Oh, he's talking about Logo.
There you go.
I ain't never heard of that shit.
Logo.
Yeah, that's the Rainbow
Fruity
Channel.
Oh shit.
Hey, she said Blue Fan Apples officially put him on the glass Monday.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a story for you, man. But this is when I was older in life. I was in the military, and we got done. Actually, I got out military and I went to the National Guards. So I was on a drill weekend, and me and a friend of mine, Sergeant Russell, we all got our BDUs on. We all shined up like, hey, yo, let's go out to the bar and whatnot. So Asbury Park is like a old. It's used to be real popular in the '60s before the King died. They rioted. So, anyways, they had a little bar down there called the Empire Bar. So we go in there in our uniforms. We walk in the place. It's nice in there, like glass and nice colors and pool table, nice blue felt pool tables and stuff. So we sit down. We sitting there. We ended up being we was in the middle of a gay bar, man. I mean, in there, so we was like, man.
You did say blue pool table, man.
Yeah, you did.
Come on now.
Now was
I knew it.
I was about to say he was at the Blue Oyster. Over at the Blue Oyster.
Up here.
Oh, man.
Hey, you know where you can get caught up in that shit too, and not know it? When you go to New Orleans, man. You go
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like the second or third time I went to New Orleans, I was underage. So like I was with a bunch of folks, and we all came down from Eglin Air Force Base there in Florida. We went to New Orleans, and so I would have to try to go to the bar first. If I get in the bar, then they would go in. So we were pretty drunk at this time. We just kept going further and further down Bourbon Street. So what I would do is I would run up to the bouncer, and I'd just be like, hey, man, I got to piss real bad, man. Just let me go, and I'll just like flood them with questions like, man, I'll buy whatever drink I got to buy. Just let me go to the fucking. They be like, yo, I'm trying to holler at girls, get the hell out of my face, man. Let's go in the club, dude. Fuck out of here. I'd be like, sweet, I'm in. Went in there, went to the bathroom, came out, went to go up to the bar, get some drinks. I was like, man, why these dudes up on the damn bar? Okay, whatever. Order the drinks. I'm looking at these TV screens. I'm like, why they showing dudes dancing together? No. Loud as fuck, man. So I was like, no, man. I was like, why is that motherfucker on the TV look familiar? I look back to my right. I'm like, oh fuck. Gay bar. I walked outside. My boys there across the street. You stupid motherfucker. I was like, okay.
You ain't hear the music when you went in that joint?
It was a hip hop.
Probably was playing.
It was a hip hop club. It was a hip hop club.
I thought they was playing music sounds better with you.
No. They just playing hip hop.
No, look.
It wasn't labeled the same shit.
They was playing. Everybody. Oh.
Hey, Fat Von was at that club where old boy was looking for Omar on the wire.
Yo, real quick, and I'm not trying to
don't watch TV, man. I ain't got time, man.
I ain't trying to derail the subject, but all seriousness, couple of probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe like a week and a half, Kid Cudi posted something that he was going into rehab for depression. So
Yeah.
I don't know all you brothers personally, and I know that we got our own individual shit that we deal with day to day. But I'm saying it sincerely. Are y'all brothers good?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good over here.
All right.
Yep.
You gonna call some money?
No. I'm
gonna be even better. Whatever, man. Go ahead.
As long as we got black math, shit.
Yeah.
That's
why I'm always trying to tell the truth.
I mean, I
know I'm gonna be better once I get this 3,000.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I know we as men don't, express our feelings to each other like that. But like I said, I don't know you brothers personally, but we've communicated long enough that we should be able to say, yo, you good? Not that we might not be able to do anything about it, but we can at least ask, say, hey, you need somebody to talk to or shoot your shit or vent or whatever.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm ready to go on a killing spree.
Oh shit! I ain't hear that.
I got a soundtrack to that.
Yeah. So why? I'm gonna need you to go back and take my face out of this when you go back and re-edit it.
Hell yeah!
Speaking of re-engineering, all right, guys.
Be like, look, that picture. That's not my picture.
That's gonna be the show right there. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it off.
Yeah, pause on that though.
Yeah, right.
Pause on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of Talk That Stuff number 21. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat room. Nasir Rashay, Jay Bishop, Fat Bomb. Woo! Once again, thanks a lot for coming out. I'd like to thank CX, the producer, Dixie Freely, I am Gigahertz, Maker, Blue Pineapple, 1-800. If you're feeling low, hit me. Fat Bomb Free.
Yeah.
Black Mav. Mr. RTO Beats. And I be DJ Widebody. Join us next week. One special guest. We're still waiting on Al Sharpton to come through. Jesse Jackson in the building. And just enjoy the sounds of your boy DJ Widebody. Jersey, where I'm from. Peace.
That shit crazy.